What are the colors that bring that sense of tranquility to your environment? What color do you paint the walls of your property, your apartment, your house? What gives you that calm, peaceful feeling in your bedroom or living room? There are colors that give us that feeling for our environment, especially for the bedroom, where we need to have a suitable place to rest. And the paint, the color you choose has a big influence. And I want to show you here now, in this video, 5 colors that bring calm to the environment, that bring tranquility, that nice feeling when you say, wow. I chose the right colors for my space and I'll show you now. Hi everyone, how are you? I'm Ed the Architect, and those of you who have been following me for a long time know that I'm one of the specialists. When it's time to talk to you, when it's time to give you advice, a beautiful color that matches your house, your apartment, the facade of your property, a trendy modern color to paint your house. And now I want to show you here in this video 5 colors that bring a sense of lightness, peace, and tranquility for you who are looking for that. Researching these colors to paint your house is what I'm going to show you right now. The first color I want you to see is Lixia. Look at this shade of beige, very light, very soft. It even looks like a very light pink, but it's a very beautiful color. This color, Lixia, is a really soft, really calm shade, guys. It's ideal for painting the master bedroom, your son's or daughter's room, a living room, the one where you put an armchair, that comfy sofa, your balcony. It's perfect for these spaces. It's a color you can use, for example, on all the walls in your space because it's very light. If you've been following me, you already know that when the color is medium to dark, I don't recommend painting all the walls. Choose just one wall and use that color. But this Lixia here is a color you can really use a lot because besides being very light and soft, it gives you that cozy feeling. The second color I want to show you here is Bolo de Nozes, okay? It's a beige shade that leans towards brown, very beautiful, also really trendy, and it's a color that also brings a sense of calm. This one, Bolo de Nozes, is ideal for painting your television room, your dining room, or the entrance hall of your apartment. Okay, it can even be used for the exterior area of your house. If you want a medium beige with a brownish tone, you know, very light, really nice for the facade of your house, Bolo de Nozes is the perfect choice here, okay? Notice that the shades we're going to look at here will always lean towards beige or brown tones. And even grayish tones as well, which are really trendy right now. But I'll say it again for you. It does work for your facade, yes? Pay attention to what I'll say about this color. Bolo de Nozes, we discussed Lixia earlier. You can combine Lixia with Bolo de Nozes. Yes, per room, okay? You put Lixia on 3 walls and take this Bolo de Nozes here and put it on 1 wall. For example, in the television room, you put Bolo de Nozes on the television wall, and on the other 3 walls, you put Lixia. Bedroom, you put Lixia on 3 walls. On 1 wall, the headboard wall, for example, Bolo de Nozes, which is also a beautiful color and gives you that feeling of tranquility. Areia do Deserto. You know this color well. Personally, I really like this color. I always recommend it to my clients in projects. This one almost went into the gray tones. But if you look for it in the brown palettes, you'll find it in the beige or even grayish palettes, okay? It's kind of a mixed color, let's put it that way. Not that you actually mix the colors, but it goes well with several palettes, right? You can pair it with a darker shade of blue. You can pair it with a darker shade of gray. You can pair it, just like with Lixia, you can pair desert sand with a darker shade of brown, right? So it's another color that I consider a wild card. You can paint all the walls in your house with it, both inside and even outside. You know that color you never get tired of? That color that will always look modern on your house's paint? It's this one, desert sand. Good dream. Look how beautiful this color is, really light and soft, and you can use it to paint the entire inside of your house, all the walls. Good dream is that color you're going to dream Think with me, okay? Look, I want to put a color on the walls here in my house that of course has some luxury, has its own character, but isn't too heavy. So that I can diversify with other materials, with the woodwork, the flooring, the furniture, and so on. If you use Sonobomb, you're free to use stronger colors on the floor, on the television panel, on the sofa, all right? So you have this option, it gives you this option, okay? Personally, I also really like this color. It's a very beautiful, very soft, very light color. It can also be used to paint all the walls in your bedroom, whether it's a double or single room, okay? To paint the walls, all the walls inside your house, okay? It can also be used on the outside. It can also be part of a palette, a perfect combination for you to use in the outdoor area of your house. And lastly, the color Ninho, which is also a shade of brown, very light. And this color, besides using it inside your house, you can also use it on the facade of your home. This Ninho as well, I usually say it like this to my clients, you know? When we open the color palette to define the projects, it's a color that I tell my client, look, don't worry, because this color, besides decorating your house and being a beautiful, trendy color, it won't get in our way when choosing the colors of other materials. It's the same situation as when I talked about Sonobomb here with you, you're free, okay? But pay attention, this Ninho is already a little bit stronger. It's already a shade like a medium brown, let's put it that way. Ideal for your television room. Want a nice color? If you prefer beige, brown or greige tones for painting a television room, I would recommend you use Ninho. It's like you could use it in bedrooms. Of course, it looks really great. I would even go so far as to say that you can paint all the walls of your bedroom, whether it's a master or a single room, with this Ninho color here. It's a color that's basically a medium shade, okay? If you follow me here, you know that I always like to work with 3 colors at most per room, per house facade, and so on. A very light color to be that neutral color, a medium color to have that highlight, and a dark color in the same color palette so that it stands out. Speaking internally, 1 wall per room. Speaking externally, choose a darker color for a fascia, a vertical wall there. And these 5 colors that I brought to you here now are super trendy colors, extremely modern, okay? Trending colors that we will see being used a lot in painting this year, and that, as I said, you can use both internally and externally in your house painting, okay? And now I want to give you an invitation, a bonus for you. Look, Edipo Kleber, I really like those colors you just showed us here in the video. And for the outdoor area, how do you combine these colors, for example? I have a house. It's a 2-story house. It's a single-story house. Wow, my facade is really big. It has straight lines. How do I combine these colors, right? Do I use the darker color on top or on the bottom, in the middle, and so on?